win, that has to be reassuring.
Yeah, and just in this atmosphere, opening day, and the crowd and the energy that the crowd brought, I thought was outstanding. There's been a lot of excitement leading into today, and it showed. Real proud of our guys, how they came out. Etheridge set the tone, I thought, on the mound, covering 6 innings. I didn't think he had his best stuff, but, like I told him, he really had to pitch, and that's exactly what he did today. And, of course, Tyler Stewart coming out of the pen and covering 3 innings to get a save. But, I thought we had some really good offensive at-bats today. We hit some balls really hard that we didn't have anything to show for. There was the 1 inning there, I think, in the fifth or sixth, where we left 2 guys on, second and third, less than 2 outs, and we didn't get them in. We rolled over on a couple of ground balls. But, that top of the order, first 6 hitters really showed out today. Dusty Dickerson had a great evening tonight at the plate, as did Gabe and Lynch and Sarge, I thought, and Ewing. Ewing had a couple of balls that he hit, really didn't have anything to show for it. So, good win, and we'll move into tomorrow.
Spot 3 in the first, that just has to be reassuring from the start.
Well, it is. That was good to see. We honestly haven't done that this spring, and a lot of that has to do with our guys on the mound. They can kind of contain you and hold those runs down. But, of 2 of those 9 or 8 innings that we hit in today, they were multi-run innings there. The first was a 3-run inning, and then there in the 8th, scoring 4. Cedarburg, got that going. We pinch hit him and played the matchup, and he did a great job with it, getting that walk to get things going.
Yeah, kind of go through from the 2nd to the 7th of, leaving runners in scoring position, and then in the 4th you finally break through. Is that kind of the sign of the experienced lineup that you have?
Well, you hope so. We saw some struggles out of these guys, predominantly the same team last year, early in the year. We just didn't hit a whole lot. And it was good to see us come out tonight and have double-digit hits and really put together some great at-bats. But I hope the experience that we had last year, good and bad, proves to be better for us this year and how we play. There's no substitute for experience, and that's one thing that we have in these guys. And we got tremendous leadership there as well.
You touched on the excitement. Can you talk about just what makes opening day so special at the end of the game of baseball?
Well, I think it's kind of the mark of change of a season. We're starting to move into the spring, and baseball is kind of associated with warm weather, even though it was 55 tonight and a little bit cool, but that's why we play at 4 o'clock on opening day and not 6 o'clock. Next week, we'll go back to our regular 6 o'clock. But, I think just the energy and the excitement around town and with our fan base and just all of college baseball. I think people are excited. It's at its all-time high of fan interest. It's got more interest than it's ever had before, and it showed today in our venue.
What do you think you guys will do to keep this same momentum on weekend?
Well, we talked a lot in the pregame about being consistent. I wanted us to develop a line that we wanted to play at. I'm a big believer in being even keel, not being too high, not too low. And certainly the win is very nice, but we don't need to be too high about it. We need to, because there's going to be tough times too, but we've got to play at a consistent standard that we as a team want to play, and that started today, and I felt like that we showed that.
Coach, you talk a little bit about Stewart's performance on the back end, had some back-to-back singles, and then he kind of bared back down on guys.
Well, he had to pitch. He left guys on each inning. Hats off to North Alabama. Guys out there pumping 94, 95 miles an hour, and they're putting the ball in play on him. And so they didn't go away. But, I think you're right. There were two of the 3 innings that they left 2 guys on, and then there in the 8th, I think they left 1 on. So his ability to pitch around those, I think, is really key in developing and where we go from here. So it's big for us on a Friday night for him to cover 3 innings and for us to only use 2 pitchers in this 3-game series.
Anything else for Coach?